Guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution Tarot, and I'm here to bring you a quick little message. I just got done my workout again, which seems to be when Spirit calls and says, hey, it's time for a reading. But whatever I have today, I just wanted you guys to know that it's general, so take what you feel resonates for you. Disregard the rest. Go about your day. Know that no matter what messages come through, it's still up to you, your active free will, the choices you make, and the steps you take in your world to get whatever fulfillment it is you'd like to see. And to me, that's personal freedom. It's personal power. And guys, it lies at the tips of your fingers and the soles of your feet. So use that power to do wisely, as well as for all my subscribers. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thanks for being here. You mean the world to me. And if you're new to my channel, thanks for stopping by. Welcome. If this resonates and you'd like to see more, please hit subscribe. I'd love to have the journey, or I'd love to have you along this journey with me. So what I'm going to do is just take a moment to call in Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron. I'm also hearing Archangel Sandalphon. I'm going to ask them to guide, guard, bless, and protect myself this reading, and any of you who would ask for it, as well as to use me as the clearest channel possible, delivering messages that are, for the most part, reaching, but for the top-notch, highest good of all of us, okay? No second shelf, no second-rate messages today. So what I want to do is I brought two decks. First I have the Keepers of the Light Oracle by Kyle Gray, and I also have the Shadowscape Tarot here with me. These are what I was called to do. So I'm going to get a little spiritual advice first from the Keepers of the Light and what Spirit would like us to know. Interesting. I thought it was the Holy Spirit. It's not what I thought. But we have Holy Alchemy here, throwing cards around. And this is Divine Alchemy. Says, move beyond current challenges and focus on what you desire. As well as we have Master Buddha here, and we have deep connection, trust your inner voice. So right now, I also think that it's going to be, for some of you, very, very helpful to call on that Master Buddha, as well as for some of you, what I'm hearing is wearing amethyst. Some of you, it may be around you're on your chest. For some of you, this is wearing purple. This is that connection with the divine, okay? They're giving me like the emperor kind of vibe here where, you know, a long time ago, emperors and like kings and people used to wear purple, or like, you know, dark purple to represent royalty and that connection to the divine. So I think a lot of what's going to be important in this next, they said this next little while, this next week, is really honoring that connection with yourself, to honor the connection with other spirits as well, or helpers or guides that you know or you feel are coming to you. But this is this deep connection. What I find interesting with Buddha as well is in this particular thing coming through, because it is about, you know, I think yourself, right? This is more in being in awareness and alignment. So what I heard is as well, if we are not in alignment, this is bringing conscious awareness into what is going on. What I also heard, some of us may be feeling really overwhelmed as well, and this is focusing on what we desire, not on what we don't. So I think this also comes to a few different things. What I'm hearing is, you know, in terms of kids in the summer too, it's the same thing. We don't want to over occupy their days. We don't want to fill it up with so much stuff that nobody has a minute to breathe, especially as a parent, because this is really like, this is burnout city. We can't do this every day. Maybe once a day or one day here and there, sure, that's fine. But if you have every day that's completely planned out from, you know, morning to night with all these pre-planned activities, there's a few things they're saying, okay, and this is, if it's not for you, disregard it. But one, your kids need to be able to get bored so they know how and what to do when they're bored and play. Like I always joke with my kids when the power goes out, you know, our power, we live in town, so our power usually isn't out for super long, but when I grew up, I lived out in the country, and sometimes it was a day to 2 days, sometimes 3. You did not have power, you did not have technology, there was no TV, and you have to find things to do. So this is just here, what Spirit's saying is increased awareness on yourself as well. If you're feeling burnt out, if you've created too many different things, or you have too much on your plate, this is bringing awareness to that as well, trusting yourself. And what I heard is drop whatever it is that is the least important on your list, or the least fun, or something like that, so that you are not, I heard, overstimulating yourself and overburdening yourself. So that's just for some of you. But moving beyond your current challenges, if you know there's certain challenges that you've been stuck with, this is a time where you're definitely moving out of that. And this power is within you to do it. So let's see what we have for the Shadowscapes Tarot for some tarot wisdom, please, Spirit. Can you give us some clarification for Master Buddha and increased awareness? Thank you. The Eight of Cups, which is pretty important that that's coming out here. I love this deck because she's like a fish carrying her cup down to this water that is deep down into the water. She's not going up, but it's also important, again, on, like I said, with if we're planning stuff or we've got all these different things that we're doing, we want to make sure that this is fulfilling our heart, or that if we're feeling overwhelmed, we do need to let some stuff go. Can you tell me more about this Eight of Cups, please, Spirit? What is being let go? And what is being let go, they said, is your limitations or the challenges before you. But 3 cards came out, all 3 major arcana, all in the reverse, okay? So there is something that needs to be let go of, and it's going to be up to you to, as you're feeling emotions, as they're coming and going over the next little while, just bringing them into your conscious awareness, using your empowered vulnerability. What is this feeling? What is it attached to? How is it affecting me right now, and how can I release this? For some of you, it will be very important to do breath work and to really connect your breath with your body, what they're saying, for your spirituality as well as your mental health, okay, just for kind of that calming time. So with the Emperor, we also have the Chariot. Are saying for some of you, you could be in Aries or dealing with an Aries. We have the Chariot, which is Cancer coming up, and Gemini with the Lovers. We are kind of heading into that cusp season. I think like the 18th through to maybe the 22nd, 23rd, you are looking at cuspers. I myself am a Gemini, but I'm on the cusp of Cancer as well. So for a lot of this is why I'm reading it, but I think that it's really important because, again, this could be something where we're moving forward, and it is in a passionate way, it is in a love way. We are making decisions as well here, that are going to support our happiness, that are going to support our needs. And I think it's going to be really important, they're saying here with the Lovers, that this is done in balance as well, right? That we are actively choosing to do things that make us happy. We're no longer holding on to things and being weighted down by societal expectations or things that we should do. This is focusing on what I heard definitely right now is on what you want to do, focusing on your own power, whether or regardless of your gender or how you identify. This masculine energy to me does not represent a particular gender. It is your energy right now that I feel like for some of you, you may not feel right now like you're in this Emperor energy, like you're in this calm, cool, collected, calm, and, co-creative energy. But what I heard is it's because whatever needs to be released, that's what's blocking you, that's what the current challenge is. So once you can figure out what the challenge is, what we need to release, good things come. And the universe has this. For some of you, it's coming into the summer, but the universe is going to help you create the changes you want to see. And I do feel like as well with the Lovers here, regardless of whether it's a relationship, whether it is, just you feeling like a lot more loved, happy. I heard airy as well because we're coming into summer. But Spirit's like there's a huge transformation coming over the summer, and it just needs you to be aware of when things come and go. I heard as well, now I heard the words passive aggressive, and Spirit saying we don't want you to be passive aggressive. We don't want it's not about aggression. It's about being direct. So rather than, let's say, if you want to do something with someone, or if you're upset with someone, or if somebody's done something that's hurt you, rather than, skirting around the issue and making as many passive aggressive comments as we can about it, Spirit's like, this is the point where we need to stand up for ourselves first off, as well as to talk to the people around us to say, hey, when you say it like this or do this, it really bothers me. So for example, there could be words that trigger you as well, that a friend, partner, family member say that you find very offensive, and the thing is, they may not even realize it. So if they're saying it, like for example, I hate the word chirp. When people use it to me it's so derogatory, especially because it's used a lot towards women. When women are talking, or if you're being nagged, or if someone's like reminding you something, that word, I hate it. I absolutely hate being told I'm chirping, because it is, what's the word I'm trying to, it just degrades everything I was saying, right? It takes away from what you had to say was important to your chirping. And for some of you, this might be lots of things we can say, right? But instead of passive aggressively or getting upset about this, say something. Say, hey, that's not cool. So we have the Wheel of Fortune here as well. It was in the reverse. There are so many major arcanas here. The World. Something is coming to an end, but it's not quite time for a new season, okay, is what I want to say here. You have the Four of Cups here, interestingly enough, with the Eight of Cups, and the card that came out flipped upside down is the Nine of Wands. So I do feel like for some of you as well, know that whatever's happening right now, you are definitely shifting. Things are changing. I heard timelines are shifting. Things are happening. They also said at quite a rapid rate, but it could be that the rapid changes are in the spiritual. They're not happening yet on the physical. So Spirit is also telling me you may want a lot of sleep, but you may want to get to bed early, take care of yourself, drink lots of water, do things, hydrate, right? Feed yourself with good food, because they're saying that you are being upgraded, and over the next couple of months you really are going to see this. Now they're also telling me, for some of you, because this Nine of Wands is here, you may be feeling and experiencing physical heaviness or lethargy, your body kind of dragging. And this is why they're saying, if you feel like you need extra sleep, take it. If you are thirsty, drink. If you're feeling really tired and you know you haven't had some water in a while, chug some water, because that's one of those things often, and we're going to go for caffeine or coffee or sweets or something like that, when it's like, but your body needs something basic. It just needs hydration. It's going to help. It just needs some food. It's going to help. So this is, I heard also, this is going to be a lot about our choices and how we create the changes. Because again, like this current challenges, I'll share a very personal, I'll share this with you guys today. My food choices, okay, haven't been the best, and I know I'm on this weight loss journey, but that weight loss is kind of stalled, okay? And a woman at the gym today asked me, how's my weight loss going? And I don't think she knew how to respond when I was like, it's not. Because at this point, there's this place where it's like, that is an important thing. But right now, just moving my body, being healthy, and focusing on the non-scale victories of the fact that I'm way stronger than when I started, right? I have more endurance. There's a lot of these things that weight isn't the only thing that you need to look at. So I think that's also, and this is why I felt like it was really needed to bring it up, because I know what are my current challenges. Seriously, not snacking after dinner, right? Like, and choosing that when I am snacking, like the other day, more of my stuff, but I really wanted something crunchy, and I grabbed radishes at nighttime, and honestly, it's weird, because I was like, weird, I don't want those chips anymore. It was just the crunch. So for some of you, if you are finding yourself in the same boat as I am, try the radishes, try something crunchy, just to like, because it could be your body again looking for dopamine, looking for something to, pique your interest, okay? Let's get a little bit more clarification before I let you go with this Nine of Wands and this Four of Cups, please. Thank you. And you have the High Priestess. I feel like you know already what it is you're struggling with that needs to be lifted. And this is wonderful news, because this comes with the awareness. If I was unaware myself that the shit I put into my body before I go to bed is counterproductive to what I do during the day, then I wouldn't be able to stop it. But I do know. And now is where it takes our willpower. Okay? And also, I think this is why here's this Emperor energy. Now, if you find yourself in kind of like the boat like I am, here's where, depending on what it is, okay, just insert vice or issue. This is the Eight of Cups, where I think it's going to be important too to acknowledge. First, I'll use my own example. Why am I eating? Am I bored? I'm starting to get hungry. Sure, maybe I should just go to bed. Just up too late, because your body will send hunger hormones but it's not really hunger, it's tricking you, right? That when we get tired, our body sends hormones that we're going to eat certain foods, carby foods and stuff like that. And this is where if you're overtired, you are more likely to kind of not eat as healthy, because again, your body is just like, you know what, give us fuel, give us the stuff we crave, and not focusing so much on, I just see lettuce here, okay, on the healthy stuff. So guys, it is time to make a big change. It is time to drop whatever it is that's been burdening you. It's time to, I also heard, give yourself some grace, okay? Because again, throughout this process, if what we know is holding us back, or this is our current challenge that we need to break, we need to give ourselves forgiveness and grace for it, because we are only human, my friends. Like, nobody in this world is perfect. Not a single person on this planet is perfect. We are all imperfect perfectly, right? There is no such thing as that word perfect. And I think many of us as well, if we've gone through kind of trauma or something like that, where especially if it's childhood and you're constantly kind of seeking validation, we may be looking for that external validation in other people, trying to say, hey, like, look at me, because we want acknowledgement. And this could be inner child stuff, right? There's a lot of different stuff that could be coming up, but there's a lot of movement that happens once we accept the things that are happening, and what power we have to change it. Okay? And again, there are things that we won't have the power to change, and that's okay. We need to find a way to change our reaction to the situation and empower ourselves to move forward however is best for us. So that's the message I have. I really hope it resonates. Keep on moving, keep on trucking throughout this. You got this, my friends. We are all on this journey together. Be very aware of your thoughts, your feelings. For some of you as well, like, I'm just going to tell you guys, I've been getting like super massive anxiety in the last couple of days. I don't know if there's solar flares going on or anything like that. I do get anxiety, but it's been extra. It's been out of the blue. One of these like laying down questioning, oh my gosh, I said that, like to a point where, I've really been looking at, like, what am I doing differently too? And food, right? Food choices, as well as over the weekend, I indulged in like a couple drinks. And I also know myself, it's like, well, when that alcohol kind of courses through my veins, I get anxiety. So here's also this just increased awareness of myself. I'm sharing with you guys because I know too, well, here I am having anxiety, eating food that I know is not good for me, drinking things that, don't love me, and we have to deal with the fallout. So I think it's just this wheel of fortune in the reverse here with the world. Endings come, but again, that new season and that new chapter, it doesn't start until we're ready for it. So I love you all. Good luck moving through these challenges. I have perfect faith in you, and I have faith in myself as well, that I think it has a lot to do with our mindsets. Right on, instead of snacking at night, the why we don't want to. The whys are so important, my friends. So I love you. Have a great day, and I will see you soon. Mwah. Bye, guys.